Happy New Year, YouTubers and people viewing this video. This is Melody from Realty Executives Main Street, and I wanted to make one more video for 2022. You guys have blessed me so much by following this journey with me that just continues to be even more amazing. So I wanted to share just a couple of more tidbits with you, especially in regards to living or moving in East Tennessee. So one of the most common questions I get asked is, okay, what is East Tennessee? Like, what do you consider East Tennessee? So I'm going to share a map with you. And this is, I just got from ontheworldmap.com, but I like it because you can see the individual counties. And so most people, when I talk to them, they think East Tennessee literally is all of this area. And I mean, you're not wrong. Let's be honest with you. But we consider this area up here more northeast Tennessee, and we consider this area down here more southeast Tennessee. So what I consider is I start up here with Knox County. And of course, I can cover the entire state, but these are the counties that I am the most familiar with. I do Knox County, Anderson County, Roane County, Loudoun County, Blount County, Monroe County, and McMinn County. Those are my specialty counties. Those are the ones I work in the most often. Now, does that mean I can't help you find a house in Meigs County? Absolutely not. I know Meigs County. I've been through there a few times. I know somewhat about it, but it's not my expertise. I would have to learn as I go. Same way, I have a client recently who bought a house in Morristown. It wasn't a problem. I just had to learn how things are done in Morristown. So those are the areas that I mainly work in. I'll be glad to help you in any way that I can. I've helped a couple of people over in Crossville, a couple in Ray County. So I will mainly do this area right here. I just feel better about representing my clients because those are the areas I'm the most familiar with. So I hope that answers your question. And when you're looking at listings on the MLS, you really do want to pay attention to what county they're in, because I will tell you, we have some cities, particularly we've got a city here in Knox County. It's called Powell. Powell. Part of Powell is in Knox County. Part of Powell is in Anderson County. So it's easier, in my opinion, to look it up by counties and then go through and see what city it is. So you can also find a list of zip codes if that makes it easier for you as well. I usually just use the USPS website, and I'll show you that now. Where you can see different websites, different zip codes, excuse me. So if I do by city and state, I'm just going to do Knoxville. And it will show me the many different zip codes of Knoxville. And of course, that's not Knoxville City per se, but it's the Knoxville area. And so then you can kind of dig a little deeper. And there's even some maps that you can find that will be like this, but will have the zip codes on them as well. So I wanted to bring that to your attention. Then, did you know that Tennessee has our very own version of Google Maps and Google Earth? We do. So I want to show you that. You'll go to tnmap.tn.gov/assessment/ And it will bring you to a page that looks like this. And this is the Tennessee Property Viewer. You don't have to be a realtor to access it. Anybody can access it at any time. You choose what county you are looking in. What I will do is I will go to the county that I'm looking for. In this particular case, I'm looking for Roane County. Now, I will say this website covers most counties. It does not cover Knox County or Nashville. Some of the bigger counties, they have their own versions. This will cover almost all of the other counties, and it'll tell you right here which counties it covers and which ones it doesn't. Most of the ones in East Tennessee are covered with the exception of Knox. So then I get a choice. Do I want to look it up by parcel number? Well, if I'm Joe Blow walking down the street, I'm probably not going to know the parcel number. I may not even know the owner's name. So I'm probably going to look under property address. So I'm going to click property address, and it will tell you, okay, enter the street name first, followed by the address number. Well, in this case, I'm looking at land. And so land doesn't always have a number yet because it's just raw land. So I'm going to type in Bending Bow Drive. This is a listing that I have, and I'm going to hit search. And so what it does now is it shows me all of the properties that are on Bending Bow Drive. And you can see some of the ones that have structures here. We'll have like the little white squares on them, and then the ones that don't. So this is technically the street map over here. On the right side, it does tell you the parcel number. The parcel number is important because if you do decide to make an offer on a property, the agent will need to put that parcel number in the contract because that's how the state recognizes it. That's how they'll do your tax records. Everything is labeled through a parcel number. So you will get that, you will get the owner's name, and you will get the address. But what I love about this is the fact that I can take the property lines away if I want to, or I can put them back. And someone asked me the other day, Melody, what do these numbers mean? Don't quote me on this, but I'm 99% sure those are just the lot numbers that were given by the subdivision or the neighborhood, because we focus mainly on the parcel numbers. And so this one right here that I'm going to look at, 28, okay, that's in the parcel number. And so it will be part of it. But we don't have to record that on a real estate document. We just do the parcel number. So, but what I can do, I can make it go to T-dot imagery, which will then give me more of a satellite to view. If I want to remove those property lines, I can again, so I don't get distracted by, all of the other properties in the area. I could make it go on Vexel imagery, which is a little bit different than the T-dot. Can put the property lines back if I want to. I can also see the FEMA flood map. And I think I have to go to street map to see. Oh, maybe I don't. Yeah. So where this was T-dot imagery, I apologize. This will tell you all of the flooding areas. Now, does that mean it's going to flood? No, it just means there's a higher risk. And so you might have to purchase flood insurance if you choose a property that is in the flood zone. So this property that I have listed is not in the flood zone. Yes, it's near water. It's not in the flood zone. And that's another thing you have to consider. If you're looking for a property that is on water, you've got to think about, okay, do I need flood insurance? You need to find out. Your agent needs to find out if it is in a flood zone. And if it is, you'll just need to buy some flood insurance just to be on the safe side. And so I wanted to share this with you. The other thing is you can click on the name. It'll, dive in, zoom in a little bit more. And then there's a button here that you can click to get the most up-to-date ownership and assessment information. So I can click on it. And I don't know why my picture changes. That's so weird, but we're just going to roll with it. But it will tell me everything I need to know: when it was bought, what utilities it has on it, if it's residential or commercial or agriculture. It'll tell me that. It'll tell me if there's a subdivision name. It'll tell me that parcel number again, when it was reappraised, what county it's in. It tells me all of that, which I can then download. Or if I want to go back to the map and see it again, then that's totally okay as well. So one final thing that I want to share with you is Knox County also has their own version of this. And it is called KGIS Maps. And we'll give it just a second here to work. All right, there's my face again. So this one I don't use as much, but you can zoom out. Let me just zoom out a little bit because it seems like, oh, maybe I can't. Maybe that's as far as it'll go. But these are all of the major zip codes within Knox County. So you can zoom in a little bit more. Let me think about how I use this one. And so in Knoxville, we actually have all these different little communities. We have the Gibbs community. We have the Powell community. We have Carnes. We have Hardin Valley. Again, when you're, writing a letter to somebody in these areas, you still put Knoxville, but the communities have different names. And so if you're looking, for example, in the Carnes community, then you're going to want to focus on whoops, that didn't work right. 37931. And then it will actually show you some of the major streets there. Some of the neighborhoods you can see there. Let me see if I can zoom out just a little bit. It may not. Oops, that might have been too much. Sorry about that. Still learning this one. But you can see here is, whoops, let's try that again. Here's Carnes Middle School, so it'll tell you any of the major buildings. There's Carnes Elementary, and I thought, and I could be wrong, I thought there was oh yeah, you know what? Let me go back. I think if you do this little hand here, let's see if it'll let me go back first to here. Let me try the little hand. You can actually scroll and see, like if I knew somebody who lived off Oak Ridge Highway, or maybe I heard of a new subdivision, I can literally use the little hand method and follow it down to see, okay, I can see there's some kind of creek or something, a river back here. I can follow it. And so again, just another tool. You can search by address as well. If I don't know. I know this address. This is the address of a school in Knoxville. So I'm going to hit search here, and it'll take me to that school. I can zoom out just a little bit, maybe. Oh, maybe not. I can search by parcel. I can search by owner name. If I don't know the exact name, maybe part of it, I can search for that. I can search for an intersection, which is cool, or a subdivision. So again, just another tool. There you go. Just another tool for you to use as you are looking for property here in East Tennessee. And if I can help you with that in any way in the new year, I would so be honored. Please check out my contact information below. Have a happy new year. Until next time.